So girls on one side, guys on one side.
So my name is Natalia, everyone. I am from Poland and I'm currently studying sport and fitness studies, and this is my third year now.
Alright, hi, my name is Mubashir and I'm from Pakistan. I've done BA Honours Marketing Management. I've just finished it, just waiting for results.
Hello, my name is Roshana Richardson and I am from St. Martin in the Caribbean, and I'm studying International Hospitality and Tourism Management, and I'm in my second year.
Hi everyone, my name is Ray and I come from China. I currently study enterprise management and this year is my first year in the UK.
Okay, so how has it been?
Alright, actually I'm so really enjoying the life in the UK because the life is simple for me. Then I'm in China. I just need to focus on the study and go to the gym. Actually, I'm so happy I can lose the 20 kilogram.
Oh, that's so
1
good.
year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow!
So that's cool.
No, I remember my first time when I moved here, I was just alone. So I remember that I was crying in the plane because that was my first time when I left my home for more than 4 months as well, and living here alone. So I met some few friends in student accommodation, so I made some new connections. I'm currently working now as a swim teacher, so I've made my career now. I can say that it's pretty good.
Well, for me it was because I come from a 37 square mile island and come into the big world, you could say. It was quite different. Before I came to UCB, I was looking online to see what universities they have for, especially since I did hospitality and tourism. I was looking to see what's best out there, and UCB was one of the top 5 in the UK. And then I was like deciding if Birmingham is really the place for me. So I did my research and everything, and then I found out here it's a multicultural place, and that's what I enjoyed about choosing Birmingham, because I don't want to go for example, if you choose London, it's like overcrowded and it's expensive and stuff like that. So for me it was like, okay, I need to choose somewhere that's affordable, it's student friendly, it has so many people from around the world, because I think that's most important too. When you're coming to a new especially to a new country, you have to be able to meet different people and stuff like that. But overall this is my first year actually in the UK. So I want to go home now. I think it's time. Time is clocking. I want to go home now. But other than that, it's been an overall good experience. The fact that UCB has so much things to offer. Yeah. I find like when you look at UCB, especially because it's a university and a college, so you have a combination of both, and you get to meet college students and university students. So
that's the thing, they've got such a variety as well, like classes or just like groups as well. So I recently signed for International Society. We went to Oxford as well, like together.
It was really a new experience and a hard decision to select a university in the world where you don't have any connections.
Yeah.
Like I've got my relatives here, but it doesn't make you choose, because it's all about your career. It's all about your future. So I chose this university because it is affiliated with University of Birmingham, and it's one of the top universities in the world. People around the world come here. So for me, there was the affordability, like taking in mind that how much it will cost me, and also the culture which I can adopt and make myself more comfortable. There's a language barrier when you come from other part of the world. So UCB it's been really helpful to be very helpful in, like it always encourages people, if English is not your first language, you can still speak it. It doesn't matter if you doesn't speak really good or you're not fluent in English. So it always UCB they have special classes. So in my first year they had 2 classes in 2 semesters, so which gave me an opportunity to
improve
my English.
Okay.
Also, they have additional languages.
Yeah, I heard about those.
So I did
additional
Spanish course as well,
Okay.
6 weeks tester course.
Okay.
So it gave me an option of like speaking other languages,
Yeah,
learning,
yeah.
and everything. Is all the new experience and opportunities.
And for
For
you?
me, as you mentioned, like the UCB gives so many academic support for the students. Actually, for Chinese guys, especially for the China students, I mean, presentation and the essay actually is the little bit difference with,
Yeah.
in China
Yeah.
because we do the exam, especially when we do the essay and how we use the reference, how to represent it. So actually, it's really strange for the Chinese guys. And so the academic support is really reducing for the international students.
Because even case, like when you go to case, they actually would help you out and
just
stuff like that.
department and to find a teacher.
Students normally from UK as well. I keep getting emails like if you got any problem, if
Yeah,
you need help,
they're
you
always
can come to
updating
this
you.
section
Yeah,
and we
that's
can
true.
help you. That's really good to me.
It's like they go
Always like-
above and beyond to
Yeah.
help, especially because
They're coming to you.
Exactly.
So
You don't have to-
go there
exactly.
first.
And what were you saying about the whole?
All right. Actually, the second thing is the reason I choose the UCB actually is the agent. I mean, agent is the most popular thing in China. So actually, agent it will give you the list about the university you can to apply. So why I choose the UCB actually is the UCB give me a job.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To get the job.
Yeah.
So it's really attracting me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
taking this further, UCB has a thing, I don't know, hired you.
Hired.
So it's really
Yeah.
helpful.
Yeah.
So they help you preparing your CV.
And you can work
preparing
at
your
UCB
interviews.
too, so there are different
Annually as well, yeah.
different options in work. Especially like for me, before I came to the UK, I came in December the year before, and I came to the open day that they had. Because for me, I was very picky because I'm my parents' only girl child, so it's like for them it's very strict that okay, it has to be a school that stays to its word. So for me it was like, okay, I went to the open day, I went around, I went to see the Cambrian halls, I went to the other campus, McIntyre, and they gave us an experience to see the student life. And I went to the mall things. So you were able to see UCB for UCBs, not only for, okay, because you know at some universities they put on a show and it's like, okay, yeah, it's a perfect university.
Yeah.
And then when you come, it's
totally
like,
different, yeah.
why did I even choose this university? But they were more open. You were able to ask any questions, anything you had, you were able to ask. And that's one thing I can attest to when it comes to communication at UCB. Like when I was applying, they were like, no, you don't have to go through UCAS and stuff like that. You just had, because I did my BTech. I did my BTech back home, so it was just a transfer. So it was like, I did 2 years at back home, and then when I came to UCB, I only had 2 years to do. So it was quite different. So for me, it was like, yeah, I can do this. I can get this done. And the whole communication to me, it was very fair. Because you know when you apply to certain universities, it takes weeks to get back a response. But
months
even months is like, nah, I can't do this no more. But overall, yeah, for me it was based on what I can see versus what I see online, because that plays a major role too when you're looking at certain universities too.
That's the thing. I've chosen my course because I've seen on the website that we've got chance to go to practice or coaching in every field, in rugby field. Yeah, I've been doing like voluntary things. Like I went for a massage, so in jiu-jitsu, championships. I was a part of massage thing. So
you did a lot.
I've used the whole thing. And then a variety of assessments is in our course. So it's like theory-based, practicals, then we can have a discussion. So with lecturers, so we are not like lecturers above us and we are just like,
they're friendly.
kneeling down for them. Just like normal conversation, like how you feeling, okay, so we can discuss in the same level now. We got some knowledge as well, so. it's more friendly as well.
I'm really happy with UCB because I did my foundation firstly and then I chose to study here. So it's been like around 4 or 5 years in this university. So I've seen much
UCB
improvement.
for UCB.
I know UCB.
You know it.
Like the way you know your family or someone living with them for a long time. I know UCB. They ask your feedback and then they actually work on it.
So should we start with our delicious food?
Yes.
Delicious food here.
So what do we have here today?
We got a biryani.
Uh-huh.
That's a special dish of Pakistan.
Oh,
If you
nice.
try that, you'll like it.
And what is this?
I've created a dumpling, so this is like Polish version of dumpling. So it's cheese, spinach in it, the filling, and the dot as well. Of course, gluten free.
Thank you.
And there's like mashed potatoes and as well filling with cheese. So that's mine.
All right.
So mine is the dumpling and the tangyuan. Dumpling actually is for the north of China.
Oh, that's
When we eat it at the festival, because China have a lot of the festival to make the family member do it together.
Oh, do it together.
Yeah. And this one is named the tangyuan. Is for the south of China, because it's huge. So it's the.
I'm definitely
different.
gonna
Yeah.
try it.
Yeah.
It's tastes more like the
That's my dessert
Yeah.
today.
Definitely.
And for me, it's very simple. It's your version, both of your versions of dumplings, but we call it back home. It's called Johnny Cakes. So you eat it with anything. You can eat it with saltfish. You can eat it with ham and cheese. Anything that you choose, you can eat it with. So it's something like it's different, but you can actually tell the difference of.
You can see it,
Yeah, because what you guys consider dumplings
It's different.
is different from what we consider dumplings. Like what you put in soup is totally different from.
I mean, I was boiling in it as well, and I
Right.
put a onion on it, and I also created a that thing is like pigeon. It's called like in Polish pigeon because it is like rice, pork meat covered with like a cabbage leaf.
Okay.
So and on the top of it is like tomato sauce, so you can have a try as well. After 2 weeks, I found a job as a waitress. Yeah, so I was working with other students as well, so I made some connections. I mean, it was a part-time job, but at least I was
You was doing
working,
something too.
and I learned how to, appreciate the work and the money which you were given.
I never worked in my country, never ever. We have a culture. We have a culture where we stay at home, we only study, so we don't have to work until like we get a proper nice job after our degree. Then I started in a restaurant as a waiter as well, and that gave me like, alright, 2 days I've been crying. I was like, I never worked in my
really
country.
hard,
How come I have to work here? Then I left that job, and then by the time I learned that this is good for me, because after all I'm gonna get experience and this is gonna help me in my like future.
Improve your English as
Yeah,
Improve,
because that's
everything.
one thing at UCB they always try to promote, that you get the experience too. It's not all about just the books, but it's actually important to get. Cause I remember when I first started, they had different events at McIntyre where they brought the different industries into, so you could actually get a feel of what the industries are looking for and you can apply. So that was one thing I could have said that actually helped me, because based on one of the agencies, through them I was able to get a job, and that's from there, from last year to now I'm still there and stuff like that, because I didn't work in hospitality before. I was working in politics. I was working in a government, so it was like a different shift for me to come and be a waitress and stuff like that. It was quite different, but it's something to see and to experience, and from that I think UCB creates that environment for you to get a feel of everything.
Actually, just a few Chinese guys who are working in the UK, right? Do you know other China guys do the part-time job or do the full-time job? No. In China, parents always think the children just need to focus on the study. You just need to focus, have the good grade, and to do what you want to do when you are student. Students is a student in China, so parents will give the at least the enough support for the money, for the everything. I hear some crazy thing is that China parents will buy the house for the.
It's the same. It's the same in my country.
Yeah. Actually, in China, I'm not want to mean, but in China, when we talk about the UK, the city in the UK, we talk about London and other cities. Because there are good Chinatown. I can buy basically
Anything.
Chinese.
You got a big Chinatown here.
Yeah, a lot of the China restaurant was good in city. And almost the Chinese students before those guys come to the UK, they will say, oh, I'll go to the country art, I'll forget my nightlife, like the karaoke, like they have the barbecue at the midnight, or something else like that. And Birmingham is okay.
Except London and Birmingham, I've been to around 14, 15 cities of UK.
Really?
Yeah.
You've traveled, man.
I've traveled. So I have found Birmingham, like in Birmingham, people around the world, they live here. So everyone has their own kind of little world. So like for us Pakistanis, there's an area for Pakistani people and there's an area for Indian people, Chinese people. So they all have their own restaurants, everything. So people around, they travel to each other area to experience new food and everything.
Yeah, that's a good point, because there's Birmingham. I've read in a business magazine that this is a good place to set up your business because of the variety of cultures. And I've experienced that when I was working as a lifeguard. We had as well like Asian community. So our pool was just prepared for Asian community, as you can see, like for everyone, was open for everyone, but specifically for this Asian community. And as well, I've seen a Polish community here, where we've got our church, we've got our restaurants as well. So we keep like all together. So it's a place that's the place for every kind of
everyone,
culture.
They love living together happily. They are really helpful to someone else. Like if I go to your area and ask them like, oh, I want to try your food, so you are really helpful towards me, or try this, you can like this, or if you have any specialty or any allergies or something, they're really helpful. So they don't mind someone else coming to your area and like in your restaurant or somewhere. So it's really like, if I say, they love each other.
They look out for each other.
Yeah.
I haven't traveled like you guys. Comparing it to Leicester, it's more of a young environment. You have a lot more to me right now, Birmingham is attracting a lot more students. And that's a good thing, especially like for UCB and the other universities around the area now, because now it's easy access. You can meet so many people from different parts of the world, but that's nothing new to me, because from where I come from, we have over 175 nationalities. So for me, it was, it's small. It's a small island where we have people from all over the world. So for me, Birmingham was like the go-to place, because I wanted something to mimic that.
And the first thing is the Weir's Chinatown.
I've been on there.
Weir's Chinatown. And the first time I tried the hot pot in the Chinatown, and I heard the other tables guys said, I never believe it. The best hot pot I tried is in the UK, in the Birmingham.
Really?
So this is the really good thing. You can try the really good China food in the Birmingham, in the Chinatown. Don't worry, it's city. It's not the country art. And second thing is don't worry about the academic. Don't worry about the language barrier. Don't be shy, just to say it, just to talk about it. And at least you will know the key points of what you want to say, just to explain it, right?
Explain,
So
be open,
there are the research about it that when you speak English, you are a different person when you speak Chinese. So try to do the same yourself. Try to do the same guys, and try to do the best yourself. So this is my suggestion.
In Birmingham especially, because everyone knows here, like students come from different parts of the world, they can't speak English, so they're really helpful towards each other. So my suggestion for if I give it to my country, back home people, I would highly recommend Birmingham, because it's affordable, and also there are, if someone wants to live with their culture, within their culture and people, we got so many Pakistanis here living here, so it wouldn't be so hard for them at the in the beginning to come and then have a food, accommodation everywhere. Everything is here, fine, it's here.
One more thing I would say is the suggestion is grammar. Because in China, the exam, all English exam is about the grammar.
Important.
So, but we just do the exam. We don't speak, we don't talk. English.
Yeah.
So when we come to the UK, I know when we need to talk with the other country, other guys from other country, so we will worry about the grammar. If I use the wrong grammar, and can these guys understand me or something else? But I would say don't worry. I always use the wrong grammar. Actually, I just can use a little bit correct grammar, but it's not effective for me to explain what I want to explain, right?
Yeah. I would recommend my friends from Poland to just step out from their comfort zones and come and explore, visit UCB or other like universities here, maybe go for exchange, because there's different like experience as well and adventure when you're studying abroad rather than in your home country. As well in Poland, studying is like more theory based, so you're studying like 6 years. In the third year you've got like placement or practicals, which is really irrelevant. You're starting working as a team on your assignments as well, presenting yourself, so they give you a lot, and I think I improved and I grew up really much when I'm here.
What
So
you want to say?
Well, for me, the simple advice is to prepare yourself to come. Because for me, coming from a small island into the big world, it was more of a shock, in a sense, at the first time I went. But coming to Birmingham and especially at UCB, I was able to express myself more. I was able to come out of my comfort zone in a sense of not being afraid to write an assignment and ask for feedback, and then don't be judged on your feet.
Help as well.
You can actually ask for help. So my simple advice would be, do your research before you come, not only based on what we say, but do your own research. Research different schools, especially UCB, especially when you want to do hospitality and stuff like that, because that's one of their specializations. And come out into the real world and explore.
Exactly.
And have fun and enjoy. It was nice to meet you guys.
Same.
Nice to eat your food as
Yeah.
Nice.
well. Experience.
Poland, China, Pakistan, and
St. Martin.
Martin.
So,